Hello students, welcome to English class. Today we are going to read third part of second chapter. This is Children at Work from Supplementary NCERT English book of 8th standard. Before going to read third part of the story, we should know what happened in first and second part. This is the story of Velu, an 11 years old boy. He ran away from home because his father was addicted to drinking. He used to beat him and his sister and snatched whatever they earned. So because of this, Velu decided to run away from home. And he came to Chennai, where he met a girl of his own age. The girl was carrying a big sack on her back, on her shoulder. She was picking up plastic cups and putting them into the sack, which he has. Seeing Velu in a miserable condition, she took pity on him and got food for him. After that, Velu decided to go with the girl with her permission. And what happened in the next story, we will read. So, let's start reading to know the further story. And third part. There are also 3 points given before the story. These are: first is, there is a row of huts near some dirty puddles. Second, outside one of the huts, Jaya dumped her sack. Third, grateful to his friend, Velu thinks of the days ahead. These 3 points we will read in detail in this part. So let's start reading the story. Jaya and Velu walked along the roads of half an hour until they came to a bridge across dirty trickle of water. We are in Triplicant. Now, see, that's Buckingham Canal, said Jaya. Velu stared. This was a canal. Near some puddles of water was a row of the strangest huts he had never seen. They were built out of all sorts of things: metal sheets, tires, bricks, wood, and plastic. They stood crookedly and looked as if they would fall any moment. Is this where you live? These houses are strange, said Velu. In our village, the houses are made of mud and palm leaves. Up to here, the story says that they walked on for half an hour. They came to a bridge across a dirty trickle of water. Jaya called it Buckingham Canal. Near some puddles of water, there was a row of huts. These were strange. These were the strangest huts Velu had ever seen. He observed that the huts were made of metal sheets, tires, bricks, wood, and plastic. They stood crookedly and looked as if they would fall at any moment. To Velu, these huts looked strange because in his village, the houses were made of mud and palm leaves. Further story tells, Jaya went around to one of the huts and dumped her sack outside. Then she picked up an empty one. Let's go. She turned to Velu and gave him a shove. Shove means push. At least help me now. Here, wear these and come with me. She threw him a pair of old shoes without laces and pushed a sack and a stick into his hands. Velu was confused. What work did she want him to do with these things? The only work he had ever done was on the landowner's farm, weeding and taking cows out to graze. Are there any farms in the city? He asked Jaya. She laughed in a dumbed and thumped her stick on the ground. Farms? Here are no farmers here. We are rag pickers. Rag pickers? See my sack full of things I collected. Collected? From where? Asked Velu. From rubbish bins. Where else? You collect rubbish? Velu had never heard of such a thing. Hey, blockhead. It's not any rubbish, only paper, plastic, glass, such things. We sell it to Jam Bajar Jaggu. Velu was puzzled. He had heard of people throwing away rubbish, but why would anyone want to buy rubbish? Who's Jam Bajar Jaggu? Why is he buying all this? You think he buys it for show? He sells it to a factory. Come on, I don't have time to waste like you. Velu did not move. He hadn't run away and come to this new place to dig through the garbage bins. Jaya poked at him with her stick. Look here, she shouted. If someone gets there before us, we don't get anything. Don't just stand there, posing, big hero. I am trying to help you. Who filled your stomach today? Velu scratched his head and sighed. I will do it for now, he thought, until I find a better job. So the story tells here that Jaya dumped her sack outside a hut. Then she picked up an empty one. She gave Velu a pair of old shoes without laces. She handed him a sack and a stick also. Velu was confused. He was puzzled with the utility of garbage for the girl. He knew the only job of working in the landowner's farm and taking cows to graze. He asked if there were any farms. Jaya told him that there were no farmer and no farms. She explained that she was a rag picker. This was the only work she could give to Velu if he wanted any. She further added that they were selling their rubbish for money in the Jam Bajar Jaggu. She rebuked him for taking too long to decide. This time, Velu hesitated. He hadn't come to Chennai to dig through garbage. However, he felt he must do it until he finds a better job. He was optimistic enough, so he agreed to the job. He knew that he could switch over to a new and better job in the future. So he followed her with a sigh. So students, that was the story. We ended here. We had read. It was a sensitive story of a boy, Velu, who had run away from his house because his father was a drunkard and used to beat him every day. And being fed up of this, he decided to run away from home. And after running from his home, he reached Chennai. There he met a girl named Jaya, who took him along with her to her house. Jaya was a rag picker, and she arranged the food for Velu and also gave him a shelter in her house. She took a pity on the Velu and arranged the food for him. Eventually, Velu also become rag picker because he had no work to do, no other work to do there. So he decided that he will quit this job as soon as he finds something better. So this was the lesson 2 that we had read, that this story gives us a picture of children who are bound to work to support not only themselves but also their parents. They can't go to school, they can't play like other children of their own age. The story draws our attention to the evil of child labor. So students, I hope you understood this. Thank you. Have a nice time.